Hi, it's Deadshot with another 3-minute camera review. Today we're looking at Canon's AE-1. The AE-1 was released in 1976, and at the time it was significantly less money than some of the other higher end cameras. The AE-1 was a very popular camera for Canon, and a lot of people really liked it. Let's look at some of the features. It has a large shutter speed dial on the top that is easy to read and set the ISO. It has kind of an awkward self-timer. When you flip this switch forward, it engages the self-timer, and when you take a picture, this red light blinks to indicate that the self-timer is on. You can also lock the shutter release by rotating the dial the other direction. You have a battery check button on the top, and you have a button right here that will activate your meter. And this little silver button on the side is kind of unique. When you press this, it's for backlit situations, and it will drop the exposure by about a stop so that the back of your scene is not overexposed. The camera also comes with a depth of field preview checker right here. The overall build quality of the AE-1 feels nice. There's a lot of metal in it. In the AE-1 program, which came shortly after this camera, they replaced a lot of the metal parts with plastic. The AE-1 is an FD mount camera, and it's an interesting mount. It's a breech lock where you twist this metal ring and then pull the lens off. The lens does not rotate, just the breech lock ring does. The AE-1 was a very popular camera, and many people consider it one of their favorites. One of the things that I'm not a fan of about this camera is accessing the battery. The battery door is in the front of the camera, and the AE-1 came with a hot shoe cover with a little tab in it. And you would press that into the battery door to open it to replace the battery. The other challenge with the AE-1 is the electronics have not aged very well. They're now getting old, so it's difficult to find one that is fully functional. Let's take a look inside the viewfinder. The end blinks at the top to let you know you're in manual mode. You can use a shutter priority mode by depressing this button next to the aperture ring and rotating it to A, and you'll choose the shutter speed and the camera will choose an aperture for you. It is a match needle metering system where the needle will indicate the recommended aperture for a correct exposure after you set the shutter speed. It is not a full information viewfinder. It doesn't show you your shutter speed. Here are some pictures I've taken with the Canon AE-1.